Have you ever felt like life has thrown you into a dark, inescapable pit? Have you ever felt the crushing weight of failure, betrayal, or despair raining down on you shovel by shovel, threatening to bury you alive? You scream for help, but instead of a rope, the world throws dirt. If you are breathing, you have faced this moment. It is the universal human experience of hitting rock bottom. But what if I told you that the very dirt meant to bury you is the exact same dirt you can use to save yourself? Welcome back to Wisdom Echo, the sanctuary for seekers of truth, resilience, and inner peace. Today, we are going completely unscripted into the depths of the human soul through an ancient, timeless parable. We are going to explore the profound alchemy of turning your deepest wounds into your greatest wisdom. Find a quiet space, settle your mind, and let these words echo through your spirit. The Old Donkey and the Dry Well. Once upon a time, in a rural village untouched by the noise of the modern world, there lived a farmer. This farmer owned an old donkey. This donkey had served the farmer faithfully for years. He had carried the heaviest loads, walked the longest miles under the scorching sun, and asked for nothing but a meager portion of hay and water. He was a creature of immense loyalty, though his body was now frail, his coat graying, and his steps slow. One fateful afternoon, while wandering the pastures, the old donkey slipped. The ground gave way beneath his tired hooves, and he tumbled down into a deep, abandoned, dry well. The fall was terrifying. The donkey hit the bottom with a heavy thud, enveloped in sudden pitch-black darkness. Confused, hurt, and terrified, the donkey began to cry out. He brayed piteously for hours, the sound echoing off the damp, cold walls of the well, a desperate plea for salvation. Up above, the farmer heard the agonizing cries. He rushed to the edge of the well and looked down. He saw his faithful companion trapped at the bottom. The farmer spent hours trying to figure out a way to pull the heavy animal out. He paced back and forth, calculating the angles, considering the ropes, and assessing the cost. But as the hours passed, cold logic began to overtake his empathy. The donkey was old, nearing the end of his life. The well was dry, dangerous, and needed to be covered up anyway to prevent the village children from falling in. To the farmer, the harsh economic reality set in. It simply wasn't worth the immense effort and cost to retrieve the old donkey. He made a heartbreaking decision. He would bury the donkey in the well. The betrayal of the shovel. The farmer called his neighbors together. He explained the situation, handed them shovels, and asked for their help to fill in the well. Imagine the psychological terror at the bottom of that well. The donkey hears the familiar voices of the farmer and the villagers. Hope surges in his chest. They are here to save me, he thinks. My loyal service is being rewarded. But then he hears the scrape of metal against dry earth, and a moment later, a heavy load of dirt and debris cascades from the opening above, crashing on his back. It wasn't a rope, it was dirt. They were burying him alive. The realization struck the donkey harder than the fall itself. This is the moment of ultimate despair, a moment many of us have faced in our own lives, when a relationship fails, when a business goes bankrupt, when a sudden illness strikes, or when the people we trusted the most turn their backs on us. We cry out from the bottom of our own dark wells, and instead of salvation, life throws a shovelful of dirt on our heads. At first, the donkey panicked. He cried even louder, thrashing around the confined space as the dirt continued to rain down. Every shovelful was a reminder of his impending doom, a symbol of rejection, betrayal, and hopelessness.
The shift in consciousness. For a long time, there was only the sound of dirt hitting the bottom of the well, and the frantic, sorrowful cries of the animal. Up above, the farmers worked in grim silence, believing they were doing the necessary, albeit cruel, thing. But then, something miraculous happened. The cries from the bottom of the well completely stopped. The silence was deafening. The farmer, thinking the donkey had suffocated or finally succumbed to despair, carefully peered over the edge to see the tragic end. What he saw left him completely paralyzed with astonishment. Down in the darkness, the donkey was doing something incredible. With every shovel of dirt that hit his back, the donkey was executing a deliberate, methodical sequence of movements. He would feel the crushing weight of the dirt hit his back. He would forcefully shake it off, and then he would step up onto the newly fallen pile of earth. Shake it off, step up. Shake it off, step up. The donkey had realized a profound, life-altering truth. He could not stop the dirt from falling on him. He could not control the actions of the farmer or the neighbors. He could not control the fact that he was in a deep, dark hole. But he could control his response. He realized that the very dirt meant to bury him could be the foundation of his escape. The alchemy of pain. Let us pause the story here and dive deep into the philosophy of this moment. In life, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. We are all subjected to the falling dirt. It comes in the form of financial ruin, toxic relationships, profound grief, physical ailments, and the crushing weight of societal expectations. When the dirt hits our backs, our default human reaction is to panic. We adopt the victim mindset. We scream into the void, asking, "Why is this happening to me? Why am I being buried? It's not fair." But what the donkey demonstrates is the ancient mystical process of emotional alchemy. Alchemy is the medieval science of attempting to turn base metals like lead into gold. Psychological alchemy is the process of turning your pain, your trauma, and your deepest wounds into wisdom, strength, and elevation. You cannot stop the world from throwing dirt on you, but you possess the sacred, sovereign power to decide what that dirt becomes. Will it be your grave, or will it be your staircase? Every time you face a rejection, shake it off and step up. You elevate your consciousness. Every time you experience a failure, analyze the lesson, shake off the self-pity, and step up. You rise higher. Your wounds are not meant to be permanent marks of your defeat. They are the exact raw materials required for your ultimate liberation. The grueling process of ascension. Back in the well, the process was not easy for the donkey. It required immense physical exertion. The dirt was heavy, dusty, and suffocating. His muscles ached, his lungs burned, and exhaustion threatened to overtake him with every passing minute. Transformation is never a comfortable process. Healing is not a linear, peaceful journey. It is grueling work. Turning wounds into wisdom requires a radical level of self-awareness and discipline. When you decide to shake it off and step up, you are actively fighting against your own neurological conditioning. Your brain wants to dwell in the familiar comfort of victimhood because it requires less immediate energy. Blaming the farmer up above is easy. Doing the work to step on the dirt is hard. The donkey had to remain intensely present. If he stopped shaking, he would be buried. If he stopped stepping up, the dirt would rise above his head. He had to enter a state of complete flow, focusing only on the very next shovel of dirt that hit him right now. This is a vital lesson for our own journey out of the darkness. When you are deeply depressed, anxious, or facing a massive life crisis, looking at the entire mountain of your problems will paralyze you. You must narrow your focus. Just shake off today's dirt. Just step up on today's challenge. Take it one day, 1 hour, one breath at a time.
Emerging into the light. Up above, the farmers continued to shovel, completely unaware of the magnificent triumph occurring below their feet. They thought they were burying a problem, but they were actually building a platform for a champion. Hours passed. The pile of dirt inside the well grew higher and higher, and with it, the old donkey rose. Finally, as the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the farm, a collective gasp arose from the neighbors. Over the edge of the well, 2 long, dusty ears appeared, then a tired, dirt-covered face. With one final mighty effort, the old donkey shook off the last shovel of dirt, stepped up over the edge of the well, and trotted out into the open pasture. He was bruised, battered, and exhausted, but he was free. He had not just survived the well, he had conquered it. He used the weapons formed against him to forge his own salvation. Turn your wounds into wisdom. The media mogul and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey once famously said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." It is a beautiful phrase, but its true meaning is often misunderstood. Wisdom is not just knowledge. Knowledge is knowing that fire is hot. Wisdom is knowing how to use the fire to forge steel without burning your house down. When you experience a deep wound, it leaves a scar. Society tells us to hide our scars, to be ashamed of our failures, and to pretend that our time in the well never happened. But your wounds are your most valuable assets. How do we practically turn our wounds into wisdom? 1. Radical acceptance. Acknowledge that you are in the well. Accept that dirt is falling. Do not waste energy denying your reality or wishing the past was different. 2. Forgiveness. The donkey did not waste energy trying to jump out of the well to kick the farmer. Anger and resentment are like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgive the people throwing the dirt, not for them, but to free yourself from the heavy burden of hatred. 3. Reframing the narrative. Shift your perspective from "this is happening to me" to "this is happening for me." The dirt is not an executioner, it is an elevator. 4. Continuous action. Action cures fear. Keep shaking it off. Keep stepping up. Momentum is the enemy of despair. Your deepest pain is merely the prerequisite for your highest purpose. The person who has never been in the well, who has never had dirt thrown on them, cannot truly understand the magnificent beauty of the sunlight. Your time in the darkness has given you depth, empathy, and an unbreakable spirit. The echo of your spirit. As we close this chapter on Wisdom Echo, I want you to visualize yourself at the bottom of whatever well you might currently be trapped in. Feel the cool dampness of the walls. Acknowledge the weight of the dirt that has been thrown on you by life, by society, by circumstances, or even by your own past mistakes. Now make a conscious, unbreakable vow to yourself. Refuse to be buried. Refuse to let the narrative of your life end in a dark, forgotten pit. You are vastly more powerful than any circumstance you find yourself in. Feel the dirt hit your back. Breathe in deeply. Shake it off. Step up. Let your resilience be the ultimate revenge against despair.
Let your survival be a beacon of hope for others who are still crying out in the darkness. Thank you for tuning in to Wisdom Echo. If this message resonated with your spirit, let it echo in the comments below. Share your story of how you shook off the dirt, and let us build a community of empowered souls. Until next time, remember, your wounds are the blueprint for your wisdom. Keep stepping up.